Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Bridget, and I'm going to be tuning in for you today about the Aquarius Full Moon. So, we have the Aquarius Full Moon on the 9th of August, at least in Australia, and this is coming just after the 8/8 portal on the 8th of August. So, we have kind of like a really intense kind of energetic time, and I've already pulled the cards. Okay, so I'm going to show you them as the message comes through. But the overall message that I'm getting for this Aquarius full moon is this is your level up, okay? You are leveling up to a new and improved version of your life, to a new level. You're on a new level. And it's going to be quite different. I asked Spirit, like, what is going to be the most thing that is different about this new level? And I got joy. So it's going to be a lot more enjoyable, okay? I'm feeling like there's been some kind of heaviness in the collective energy recently over the past couple weeks. I feel that people have been really going through stuff and it might have felt quite full on. Okay, it might have felt quite full on. It might have felt quite hard, quite emotionally dense and challenging. Okay, but what I'm feeling from this reading is that there's been a lot of emotions that have actually been coming to the surface, and I'm hearing defrosted. Okay, like when you get a freezer, if something's frozen and you want to defrost it. Aquarius traditionally is kind of associated with more of like being a little bit detached emotionally and like not necessarily super feelings oriented. It's more like mental, logical, sort of scientific in a way in the Aquarian kind of energy. This is not like not everything Aquarian is like that. It's just a sort of generalization, right? But even though it's just the Aquarius full moon, I'm feeling like it's actually a super emotional time. Okay, we have literally the water fairy feelings and emotions. It feels really, really emotional. It feels really like there's a deep defrosting happening collectively, where emotions are becoming like present again in the body. And it's almost like thawing out, like things that were frozen inside are like thawing out. And I'm seeing that that may have felt quite intense. Okay, that may have felt quite intense lately. It might have felt quite, like I said, full on, challenging. Because I'm seeing that part of the reason why these emotions have been frozen inside of you is to like kind of keep you safe so that it wasn't overwhelming, right? It's sort of like I'm seeing like the emotions were kind of like frozen in time and space until a later date where you are sort of able to release them. Okay, so then the next card we have is the frog. It says cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. So I just got a really random message there that for some of you it could be a really good idea to clean your house for this full moon. I'm seeing it could really help to shift dense energies. Kind of maybe make it a ritual, in time for the full moon to clean or on the full moon to clean your home. Some of you might have already been doing that anyway. Something about cleaning is going to help you emotionally. Okay. But it says releasing emotional baggage. So these two cards together, this is a very dense emotional time. And it's funny because, like I said, Aquarius is not traditionally necessarily, I guess you could always interpret everything however you want to, but traditionally it's not really associated with emotions and being super in your feelings. But that's also kind of like why I'm feeling this, is because I feel that this Aquarius full moon is this beautiful opportunity to feel emotions that have been frozen inside of you and to release those blocks, because I'm getting it's like these frozen energies inside the body, it creates kind of like a weight where it's sort of a heaviness. Like it says, baggage. It says releasing emotional baggage. It's like I'm seeing a heaviness that's defrosting. Okay, that defrost process might be a little bit painful. It might be a little bit like, what's going on? I don't understand what's going on. And that's something that I feel you've just been going through. Okay, and I'm getting a strong energy from the collective of like, what have I been going through? Like spirit wants to acknowledge this, of like what has been going on for you, okay? So it's been this beautiful process of transformation. We have the swan, transformation, trusting the psychic gifts, Spirit's saying to trust in this process of transformation, even though it can feel, like I said, overwhelming, challenging, a little bit confusing, like what has been going on? What has been going on has been alchemy. It's been justice. It's been you coming back into balance. And it's been you leveling up to a new level, a level where you're going to have a lot more enjoyment of life because the baggage that you've been carrying with you, you're freeing yourself from. It's like in its frozen form, it couldn't like exit the body. It couldn't exit through the energy channels. But I'm seeing as it defrosts and it turns into water, there's a liquid kind of energy to it, and it can start to flow and it can start to move and flow out of you. And so you can release it so you can feel a lot more free. That's what I feel. Spirit wants to spotlight what has been going on for you in the past little while. Feeling a lot of questioning, like what's been going on. There's been a defrosting of deep emotional baggage. It may have felt uncomfortable as this has been thawing out. Maybe you had flashbacks, memories, dreams, just general physical symptoms as well. It could be showing up as physical symptoms. Maybe your energy's been a bit off, or something's just felt a bit like, what is going on? Okay, you're moving up a level now. You can't take this baggage with you because it's too heavy. So you're moving up a level. And I'm seeing someone getting into an airplane now. I'm seeing someone getting into an airplane. And you know how they like measure your baggage? They're like, this is how much you can take with you. Like this much like on carry-on, or this much in the checked baggage or whatever. And I'm just seeing something about Spirit saying that moving up a level, you're moving up, you're moving on. You can only take with you like what is the most important to take. Just like if you're packing your bags to go on a trip, you can't take everything you own, right? So it's like, what are you going to take with you that's the most important for the place you are going, your destination? That's been what's going on. There's some kind of discernment happening here of like, what do you really need to carry around with you? And what is just baggage? Now I'm thinking of the Erykah Badu song, Bag Lady. And it's like, yeah, we can carry so much baggage with us, right? Okay. So I'm seeing like something about lightening the load. And also for some of you, you might be going on a trip. There might be some airplane opportunities coming in for you, or you might actually be going on an airplane. Blessing that trip for you if you are. It's already booked. But for others of you, I feel like generally as a message, when I see an airplane, this talks about fast movement, okay? Airplane's the fastest known way of traveling. There might be ways unknown to us, but known to us, airplane is like the fastest, right? I mean, rockets, but like who's really taking a rocket ship anywhere? So I feel that you're moving somewhere a lot faster than you realize. And this is the justice that you have earned, the alchemy, like, because whenever I'm talking about things defrosting from your body, from your vessel, ultimately that is a form of alchemy because it's moving from one form, frozen, to another, liquid. And that frozen energy, it couldn't move through the body. It was like frozen there, and it couldn't like exit through the energy channels. But I'm seeing in its liquid form, like all this flow starting to happen in your energy body. And it's going to really feel like justice. Like I feel that you're going to feel that this transformation is justified. Like you're like ready for this. There's some part of you that knows about this transformation, that desires this transformation, that has been working towards this transformation in some way. Spirit's saying you can trust in the psychic gifts that you have. I feel like a lot of you have been intuitive healers of yourself or of even of others, but you've been doing a lot of work with your emotions, with your feelings intuitively, and you can trust in this process because it is actually leading you to somewhere. I'm seeing something really specifically about a destination though, because I'm seeing the airplane. I'm literally seeing someone choosing what to bring with them onto an airplane and then getting into that plane. So I feel this airplane is symbolic of somewhere that you want to go. Like when you book a trip, it's because it's somewhere you want to go, right? You want to end up at that destination. So I'm seeing you traveling somewhere fast towards a destination that you are desiring to get to. A destination that's going to feel like justice, meaning something that you work towards, something that you've earned, something that is yours to receive, like a victory of some kind. I'm seeing a victory here available for you. Balance, yeah, life coming back into balance. Look, especially if the emotional landscape of your life has felt quite uncomfortable, I want to say, recently, I'm seeing a lot more comfort coming back in. I'm seeing energy shifting and things just feeling a lot more enjoyable and comforting and easeful. I'm also seeing the excitement here in this joy card of travel. Like, if you've ever been in an airplane or if you're going on a trip somewhere you want to go, it's really fun. It's exciting. It brings up like all these feelings of excitement and joy, and that, or at least in my experience, it does. So it's like that's sort of what I'm feeling from this airplane symbology as well. You're moving somewhere faster than you realize. Spirit wants you to know that you're moving somewhere faster than you realize. You're leveling up in a way that I think you have been underestimating. Like, because you've been carrying this baggage, you might have thought like, oh, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon or something like this. But I'm seeing you're lightening the load so that you can gain entry to a faster kind of like way of moving, to this aeroplane symbolically. Whoa, there's a moth. Interesting. I am filming at night tonight. Moths always come out at night, I feel. And I feel like moths also symbolize like the shadow energy of our life, like our shadows. Also kind of an energy of surrendering as well. So yeah, there's been like deep shadow work happening is what I'm feeling. And there's a clearing of baggage so that you can move somewhere quicker, or so that you can reach a destination faster. Because just like with an airplane, you can't get on it with all of your life's possessions, all of the things, unless you don't own very much things. But it's like, unless you're the craziest minimalist and you literally own one bag, we can't really like travel with all of the things that we own. So there's something here about like lightening the load. It's happening at an energetic place, like spiritually, symbolically, emotionally, so that you can move forwards more quickly, because airplanes represent quick travel, right? Right. We're on the same page. Okay. So you're moving off a level, this new level, like Spirit saying, is characterized by joy. Because I was like, Spirit, what is this new level? I heard moving up a level, and then I was like, Spirit, what is this new level symbolizing for this person? Like, what's the biggest change or the biggest thing that characterizes this new level? And I got the joy card, literally the joy card. So keep in mind, I did also just a couple of days ago release a video that was about joy. It was about it was like a financial abundance one. So this could also be representing this new level, representing abundance for you, reaching a new level with your abundance. But overall, it's reaching a new level with the enjoyment of your life, feeling actually good. Some of you as well, this is also reaching a new level with your psychic abilities, with your spiritual abilities as well, and just generally a transformation. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to pull one card to finish your reading. This deck is, I always forget the name of it. All the decks that I use are always linked in the description box below if you're curious about that, okay? All right, so this deck has like prayers in it, which I like. So I'm going to end your reading with a prayer from Spirit. Spirit, what would you like this person to know? I just accidentally pressed pause on your video. So this is the card you got, caffeine free. I know in some video a little while ago, people were talking about how they like feel guided to quit coffee and caffeine. I mean, Spirit's speaking to you. Spirit knows everything, right? It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask that you cut my cords of attachment to caffeine so that I may honor my body's natural energy rhythms without chemicals. Okay, so you might want to screenshot this prayer if you need some help with that. But then we also have back of the deck, detoxification, which I love this card. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for cleaning up my body, mind, and life so that I may happily and healthfully live free of chemicals. So I feel like this process, the detoxification process, is kind of what I was like picking up on. I was just more talking about it from a emotional place rather than like a chemical place. But certainly if we detox from chemicals, heavy metals, which I 100% recommend that you do, when you detox from those things, you also simultaneously release stored emotional trauma. And sometimes it can be hard to release trauma and things that are held in the body. And I'm saying that as a literal energy healer, okay? Sometimes it can be hard to release that just simply through emotional or spiritual ways or like therapy or whatever. Sometimes we actually have to also release it through detoxification because it's held like really in the tissues of the body. It's really held deeply. Yeah, that just came through. So, but I always feel with this caffeine free card, it makes me think of free, like the Because, like, when it comes up for me, like, I don't drink coffee or caffeine anymore, so I always just think of the freedom. Like, see how this person's, like, so happy? Look at them. They're, like, riding a unicorn. They're like, "Woohoo!" Oh, I think that's supposed to be Archangel Raphael, actually. Okay, so there's something here about, like, you're gonna be feeling so much more free to just, like, I feel kind of emotional as I'm tuning into this view. Like, I feel like you're gonna be feeling free and, like, this joy energy, right? The freedom where you're, like, feeling the joy and you're like, "Yay, life. I can experience life. I can feel the freedom of life again," because you have been detoxifying from trauma. I wanna say mostly trauma, but then, like I said, sometimes we need to detoxify heavy metals, poisons, chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, just chemicals that we've come into contact with in our everyday life, in modern day. This is, like, one of the things I'm so passionate about in my personal life. Like, seriously, it's changed my life doing this kind of work. So, yeah, detoxification. If you are interested in detoxification, I really recommend Dr. Morse's work. That's the protocol I follow personally, and it's changed my life. And seeing as this card comes out, I feel like Spirit wants me to recommend that. So do what resonates for you. But yeah. All right. That is your reading. Happy full moon, everyone. I'm sending you so much love and light. And if you'd like to check out more of my work, I have just released a new light language tape. It's called Clear the Way. It's a really beautiful one, actually. Really good for clearing the way, clearing your path, and helping you come into alignment with really your destiny and the things that you are meant to be experiencing in this lifetime. So I'll link it down below, and I'll link my store down below if you'd like to check out any of my other energetic healings to see if they might be of support for you. And yeah, I'm just sending you so much love and light. Take care. Happy full moon. Bye.